Vcaa 2016 Exam 1 Geometry and Measurement. Question 1. Find the area of the shaded section. So we have a triangle with the square taken cut out. So the area of the triangle, half base times height. So half times 12 times 10 equals 60. And the square, 5 times 5, 25. So the shaded area, 60 minus 25 equals 35 centimetres squared. Question 2. As soon as you look at that one, you probably think, similar triangles. So there's different ways to do this. I'm going to do 2.4 corresponds to side length 1.8 and 3.6 corresponds to side length DF, which is what I want to find out. Then I cross multiply 2.4 times DF equals 1.8 times 3.6. Divide by 2.4 on both sides. And DF, put that into my calculator, and DF equals 2.7. So D. Question 3 about the Earth. Diagram above shows the positions of 3 cities, A, B, C, and D. A is located on longitude of 60 north. Well, 60 north is not a longitude, it's a latitude. B is located on longitude of 20 east, that is on 20 east. Sorry. C is on 20 east. This is on a different direction from the Greenwich line, so that is not 20 east, so incorrect. C is wrong because 40 south is not a longitude, it's a latitude. A and B are located on the same line of longitude. Well, they're not. This one's east and this one is in the other direction. And A and C, both on this one here, on the same line, so on the front of the Earth there, so the answer is E. Question 4. All towns in the state of Victoria are in the same time zone. Mallacoota, 38 south, 150 east. Portland, 38 south, 142 east. Are 2 coastal towns in Victoria. One day in January, the sun rose in Mallacoota at 6:03. Assuming that 15 degrees of longitude equates to 1 hour time difference, what is the time expected to be in Portland? Well, Mallacoota is further east. So here, if I have Victoria, here's Mallacoota, here's Portland. So we know that this is further east. So anything west will rise later. So it has to be after 6:03. So we can get rid of those 3. And we've got 2 choices already. To work out the difference between them, we're going to do 150 degrees east minus 142 degrees east. Means there's 8 degrees between them. To find out if there's 15 degrees means an hour, I've got to work out how many minutes that is. So 8 out of 15 times 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour, equals 32. So there's 32 minutes times difference between the 2 towns, and Portland is later. So 6:03 was the time in Mallacoota, plus 32 minutes equals 6:35 a.m. Okay, the water tank in the shape of a cylinder and its hemispherical top is shown below. Find the volume the tank can hold in meters, and it's already in meters. So we've got to do the volume of the cylinder. Pi r squared times h. So pi r, times 2 squared times 5. And the hemisphere, volume equals 2/3 pi r cubed. So 2/3 times pi times 2 cubed. So we get the answer to both of those. Put them in the calculator, add them up, and the total is 79.587. So the answer is A, 80. Number 6, Marcus is on the opposite side of a lake from the horse and the stable. The stable is 150 metres directly east of the horse. There's 150 between them. Marcus is on a bearing of 170 from the horse and on a bearing of 205 from the stable. So I'm going to add my little compass rose there. And 170, I'm going to do 170 take away 90, which will give me 80 degrees. So 170 all the way around there. So this bit there is 80. I'm going to add my little compass rose here. 205. So all the way around there is 205. So I'm going to do 270 minus 205 and get 65. So I've got 65 in there. I would like to find this one out as well. So I'm going to do 180 minus 80 minus 65, and that will give me 35. So I've got 35 in here. So now I can use the sine rule because I have 150 over 35, and I want to find out the straight line distance in metres between Marcus and the horse. And I want to find this one. So I'm going to have 150 over sine 35 equals x over sine 65, the angle opposite. You can solve that on your calculator using your solve function, or you can cross multiply, up to you. We're going to get x equals 150 times sine 65 all over sine 35. So x equals 237.01. Oh, 01. So 237. The diagram below shows a rectangular base pyramid. In the pyramid, they're telling us AB and DC are 24, AD and BC are 10, AE equals BE, which equals CE, which equals DE, 28. So the sloping edges are all 28. Find the height OE in the pyramid. So we've got to do Pythagoras in 3D. If I want to find length EO, I need to use this triangle here. So I'm just going to draw that there. E, O, C. And I know that's 28, and that's what I want to find out. I'll call it X. I don't have OC either, but I can find OC out. I'm going to use this triangle here. I'm going to draw that here. C, B, A. This is 24. This is 10. So I'm going to use Pythag to find that out. 10 squared plus 24 squared. Take the square root. So AC equals 26. I only want OC. That's half the distance, so I just divide that by 2, which is 13, and I get 13 here. So to find out my X, this time I'm taking away because I'm finding a shorter side. 28 squared minus 13 squared, X. X equals 28 squared minus 13 squared, 24.8. Question 8. A string of 7 flags consisting of equilateral triangles in 2 sizes hanging on the racetrack as shown. The edge length of each black flag is twice the edge length of each white flag. For this string of 7 flags, the total area of the black flags would be. So I know it's doing similar triangles, but I want to do similar area. So I've got a black one and a white one, and this length is twice as long. So I'm just going to call that 2, and I'm going to call that length 1. So K is 2 over 1. So I need to compare areas, so I need to find K squared. So K squared, 4 over 1. So the black flag is 4 times as large as the white flag in area. So I'm going to have a black flag. I'm going to say it has an area of 4. And I've got a little white flag which has an area of 1. Okay, how many flags of each do I have? I have 3 white flags. And I have 4 black flags. And their area is times 4. So I've got 3 white flags, 3 times 1 because their area is 1. I've got 4 black flags, 4 times 4 because their area is 4, 16. So for the string of 7 flags, the total area of the black flags is 16, and this would be 16, the black over the white 3. So 16 over 3 times the total area of the white flags. C. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, there's always different ways to work things out. These are just some sample answers. Thank you.